What's up, everybody? It's Taylor Bodine once again, back with you with Hello America. Look at this beautiful stream. I've been here before. I've put this up on another video. This is a spring. Comes out from underneath the ground, and supposedly there's an underground river, and it just comes up right here, puts off perfectly clean drinking water. This is a miracle of our world. Beautiful, clean water that you can drink. I come down and get it. We drink it sometimes, and we give it to our plants and our animals, our pets. And I'm telling you, when we started giving this water to our plants, well, they really started growing. They really took off. Look at this. It's a miracle of nature. Just awesome. So today, I also wanted to talk about another miracle. As I said that I was going to do miracles, so here's another miracle for you. This is about a man that I look up to, very much so. Probably one of the greatest men that I know he's one of the greatest men that I know. I don't know of another man that's a greater man than this man. And the man I'm talking about is my father, and he fought in Vietnam. And when he went into Vietnam, he was a little older than most guys. He was 27. Most of the guys that went in were in their early 20s or late teens. They got drafted. And when my dad went in, he went in to the war as a private, of course. He came out with many medals, alive, which is a miracle in itself. If you survived the Vietnam War, then yes, it was a miracle. That was a very deadly war, very violent, guerrilla warfare type war. But Dad had became a sergeant in the war by this point. I'm going to be telling about this miracle that happened to him, or you could call it a miracle, or I don't know. I don't know what else you would call it. So one of his duties was to, every morning, they would do a perimeter check, right? Okay. And they would go around, all around the perimeter. Like, they would go in a circle. So they would circle this perimeter all the way around, kind of like, me just going back and forth. They were called the River Rats. That's what his platoon was. They patrolled a river, but their area that they had to patrol, their little platoon area, they had a camp, and every morning they would have to go and do the perimeter check around it. And they would go every morning. My dad would lead this perimeter check, him and 10 to 12 other guys. And every day, every morning, they would go clockwise around their perimeter. Clockwise. Every day, they did it like clockwork, and they would go clockwise. One morning, Dad said that, now he doesn't talk about Vietnam very often, so to get a story out of him, something else, and this is one of 2 Purple Hearts that he got while he was in Vietnam. So this morning, this particular morning, he gets up and he had this overwhelming feeling that he should go counterclockwise instead of clockwise. Now, they had been going around clockwise every morning for months. But on this particular morning, something told him, this overwhelming feeling told him that, you should go counterclockwise. So he tells, his guys, all right, today, guys, we're going to go counterclockwise. And they're like, wait, hold on, Sarge. Why are we doing this? Now, we've been doing it clockwise. We know our routine. We know what we need to do. We know what we need to check and how we need to check it on this clockwise. And he was like, look, I'm telling you, I just have this feeling. I don't know what it is. And I just an overwhelming feeling that we need to go counterclockwise. So that's what they did. They went counterclockwise. Now, they had no idea that the enemy, the Vietnamese, had been watching them. They don't know for how long they'd been watching them. They'd been watching them. And they've been watching them go clockwise around their perimeter for a while. And so my dad's walking along counterclockwise this morning, with his 10 guys behind him. And as he's walking, all of a sudden he hears click. He had stepped on a landmine. So automatically he knows if I step off of this, I'm dead. I'm dead. Because that's the way landmines are set up. You step on them, it sets it in action. You step off, it explodes. There is no cutting it off. And of course the guys, he's telling them, you guys, get back, because there's nothing that we can do. I'm gonna die, but there's no reason for all of us to die. So you guys just get back. And they're like, of course they're like, Sarge, no, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. And he's like, no, there is no way. It's not no Indiana Jones where you can take the foot off and sit a rock on it. Like, it's not a movie. This is real life. As soon as my foot comes off, it explodes. No matter what. Thank God he heard the click. Because most of the time you don't even hear the click. It just, boom, you're done, you're gone. It's just, you're pieces. But he heard the click. So he tells his guys, just get back. And eventually they all get back. And he says, look, guys, he says what he's got to say. Tell my wife whatever, get my wife whatever. He'd never even seen his oldest son, which is my brother, James Jr., yet. He was born while my dad was in Vietnam. He had seen pictures, but never seen him in person yet. So I'm sure he had some words to say to him. And because he knew at this point he was going to die. But when he jumped backwards, he leaped backwards as far and as fast as he could. And when he did, it did go off. It said boom, but when it blew up, it blew toward the other direction. Now, Dad did get shrapnelled. He did get shrapnel in him. He got a Purple Heart for his injury, but he survived. He didn't lose any limbs. He didn't get hurt badly. because the miracle had happened. Whatever woke him up that morning and told him to go counterclockwise, that overwhelming feeling that he had to go counterclockwise instead of clockwise. You see, the enemy had been watching, and they set that landmine, that booby trap, up to where it would blow toward as many of the soldiers to kill as many of them as possible. But they didn't count on my dad and the rest of his men to go counterclockwise. So when they went counterclockwise, it blew the opposite direction that they were. So when Dad jumped backwards, he only got the shrapnel from it instead of the full blast. So that is a miracle. That is, God had told him, or sent one of his angels to tell him, no, don't go clockwise today, because if you do, you'll die, and there's a possibility that your men will die too. And once again, that would mean I wouldn't have been here, and my sister and my other brother, nieces, nephews, whole family would not have been here. But we are. Thank God for that. And that's it. That's my story for the day. You know, thank God I'm here, right? This has been Hello America. I'm Jathan Bodine. Y'all have a lovely day. I'm out.